All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today is January 3rd, and I'm keeping up with this so far. It's only been 3 days, so who am I kidding? But um, today I wanted to talk about, um, okay. So, what we're approaching is the idea of getting our lives together, right? So, what are some baby steps to start that process, right? Well, I'd say the main thing, realistically, well, I'm going to sound like Jordan Peterson here. Like, keep your room clean. Keep your room clean. Keep your room clean. And also, actually, beyond that, which I think is more important, honestly, uh, make sure that everything has a place. So keep your room clean because we know that the external matches the internal, right? If you feel like in here that your life is out of control, you don't have control over it, right? The environment that you're in is going to match that, generally speaking. Your room is probably going to be a bit messy. You're probably not going to like put things away immediately, right? Like a habit that I've formed is one, make my bed in the morning, right? It's a pretty simple thing. Even with as simple as it is, we still avoid it because we don't want to do it. So, I mean, that's the best reason to do it is because we don't want to. That's not good enough. All right. That's exactly why you should be doing it because the fact that you don't want to do it, even though it's one of the simplest possible things that you could do for yourself, that is the exact reason that you should be doing it. Keeping your room clean is not supposed to be a, oh, it's Friday, it's clean my room day. It's not supposed to be that. Your room being clean is a constant activity. When I walk into my room after work, I take off my jacket, I hang it up. I don't throw it on my bed, I don't throw it on the back of my chair. Well, sometimes I do, but if I'm planning on going out again or something, but I put it away where it's supposed to go, the place where it goes. I put it there. In the mornings, I make my bed most of the time. Again, like don't don't torture yourself over like not doing everything 100% of the time, right? It's not about that. It's about a level of consistency and going and making things a habit instead of going, "Oh, this is a task." It's not about that. It's about just making incorporating habits into your life that just make things neater and tidier. Not necessarily in the same fashion as like, oh, it's physically clean. Just like we're talking about keeping things in order. Okay. So keep things in order. Go out of your way to keep things in order. And keeping your room clean is like the easiest thing to do because it's a constant activity. You don't have to clean your room if you just take care of your things. Put your jacket up when you take it off. Put your shoes in a shoe rack or something like when you take them off. Don't just put them in some random spot on the floor. Um, you do your laundry, you just fold it. You don't put it on the bed. You don't put it at the foot of something and just like leave it there and dig through it throughout the entire week. That's the biggest thing that I avoid that like crazy. I avoid folding my laundry. That's like in terms of my room, that's probably the last thing that I need to actually make a habit out of, is I always just, I lay everything out flat as if I'm going to fold them. And then I just leave them there and go through the pile through the week. It's lame. It's lame. I deserve better than that. And I, that is the thing that I'm going to be working on now concerning my room. But it's a constant thing. It's a constant thing. You don't have to clean your room if it's just always clean. So instead of setting the water bottle down on your desk or something, throw it away. Get it out of sight. And then you don't have to think about it later. You don't have to make it a task. It's just the thing is in the place that it needs to be. And then that is exactly what I feel is more important in terms of your personal space, is making sure everything has a specific place to go. Because I feel like if you have a lot of things, that's going to feel just as chaotic as just having a messy room. Even if it's relatively tidy, but you just have a ton of things where like you don't even know where things are, because you just have to put things down in a place that you can find space for. There's not like a place for that thing. That's going to feel just as chaotic. You need to find designated spots for your items so that, oh yeah, well, I know exactly where that is because the place for those kinds of items is in this area. I don't even have to know like exactly where it is. I don't have to dig through all this stuff to know where it is. I don't have to try and like, oh man, like I don't have no idea where it. You just know where it is because there's a place for it, and that's where it goes. I feel that's way more important. Um, that's the next step after like just generally keeping your room clean, but keep up after yourself. Make a habit of keeping your room clean. And then if you just got too much stuff, get rid of some of it. Get rid of it. If it's too much stuff, if something's just sitting there, get rid of it. Are you using it? No. Are you looking at it? No. Does it hold any significance? No. Then why do you have it? Just get rid of the damn thing. Do yourself a favor. Keep your room clean. That's the first step. It's a little bit I think it's kind of become a meme now with the Jordan Peterson thing and all that, but it is important. It is really important. Because the next step for like keeping your room clean is like consistently cleaning the carpets, washing your sheets once a week, shampooing your carpet. If you have carpet, shampoo your carpet once a month or something, you know? If you're walking with shoes in your room or something like that, like go out of your way to make your environment as nice as possible. Because if it's not nice, it's going to feel, it's going to make the externalization of what you feel in here is going to just build more pressure on you. Give yourself that space to be comfortable, to relax, not to be a space that is, oh, this is exactly how I feel inside all the time. What do you think is going to happen in that space? Your private personal space is just your trauma externalized. Like, do something about it. Take action. You owe it to yourself. Straight up. And I know a lot of people might not think that. You're not deserving of it, or you don't, it's not owed to yourself, but it is. It is. Everyone's capable of amazing things. Every person. The least you could do for yourself is, you know, keep your room clean. That is literally the least you can do. I think so. Um, not even in just in the sense of like, oh, the least you can do in terms of work, but the least you can do in the sense of controlling your environment. If we're talking about, oh, we feel that our lives are out of control, then get something in control. And your room is the easiest space to work in. You have to save your father from the belly of the whale. Oh man. Okay. Um uh yeah, I think that's pretty good. You owe it to yourself. You really do. Everyone deserves the best. And the the primary person that is going to give you a better life experience is yourself. That's it. The only person that is going to go out of their way for you whenever you want them to is you. You just have to make the decision to do it. You owe it to yourself. So, do yourself a favor and go out of your way for yourself. All right. January 3rd. I think that was good. I think so. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.